Hi everyone, it's Katie here, and I am just here with a few dollies. This one I am dressing, and the others, well, dolly and a head. I am trying to figure out who they are. Because I know who Sorka is, and Issa, and Elfie, and Pain, and they're all sitting up there on the shelf. And I even know who Amberlyn is, which Amberlyn is not Amberlyn anymore. She still is when I write, but for the sake of everyone fitting into Sorka's world, she is not Amberlyn. She is a girl named Imran. I think will be her name. Imran. Maybe not. Depends. That's the first time I actually said it out loud. But anyways, she'll be a different girl. And I already know who her character is and everything. But these guys right here, I do not know who they are, because I am having trouble bonding with these sculpts. Juno, not really Juno, I just don't have a body for her. I only have one girl body. And yes, they have moved Humphrey. Doll Chateau Matthew and Dollies Pepper have switched bodies at the moment. I'm trying to see who I like better as a female and who I like better as a male, because they're both very androgynous sculpts. Humphrey, you're knocking over my camera, baby. So, yeah, I can't decide. And it's very hard to decide. When one, I'm not bonding with them, and two, they have no faces. So, I know what characters are needed for Sorka's story, for her crew, for the anathema, and it also fits in with the circus. But I don't know which characters these guys are. So what do you guys do when you have these sculpts that you can't bond with? I tried to sell this head, or trade it, the Doll Chateau Matthew head. And I did have one potential buyer, but just the shipping and everything would have been too much, and I totally get that. She was in the UK, so it's all nudity. So what do you think as the Doll Chateau Matthew as a boy? I also went and I switched around their eyes. The eyes that used to be in him are now in her, because I couldn't stand the eyes that came with her. I really need to get her a body. And I'm sitting here looking everywhere for these blue eyes that originally came with this one, and thinking I lost them, and they're like on the upper shelf the entire time. But yeah, that is my dilemma, not knowing who should be who should be female and male first. Because that is just how I roll, not to offend anyone. It's just, this character is a boy and this one's a girl. So, I don't know. No, don't do that. And I really, really want to show one of the crew members that I have planned out. And I thought about just going ahead and using one of these for her until I can get the doll that I really want for her, because it'll be like forever until I can get this doll. It's the Doll Zone Naruga, I think is how you pronounce it. That's how it looks like it should be pronounced. Anyway, I really want her for this character. But before I can get any dolls or bodies, I have to get Sorka fixed. Sorka first, and then everyone else. But I can't really do that to everyone else when I don't know who these two are supposed to be. Well, I know who the boy is, but I don't know which head should go with the boy. And I don't know how to do mock face-ups either, so that's out of the question. Ever since I lost, well, I didn't lose it, it just came off. One of her little jointed fingers came off. I'm like so paranoid that one of the others is just gonna accidentally slip off. So yeah, Sorka first. Come back up here, lady. And then the rest, the rest get face-ups. And then outfits that actually fit with Sorka's story. Because Sorka she jumps worlds, so I mean she really fits into any style. But the primary style is like steampunkish. So yeah. Another thing is I don't actually have wigs. I have one wig that I actually like. I don't really like it, but it's better than the other ones I had for these people. I really need to get them better outfits. I'm not really happy with this one, but I only own 2 MSB shirts. Or 3, but, you know, they're not really going to wear none of them are going to wear a puppy shirt, so, which sucks. Unless they visit, like, our world, then they would wear a puppy shirt. Ignore the toys in the background. I have kids. Someone that I bought eyes from sent this wig as an extra. I personally don't like it, but it's a wig. I'm going to turn the brightness down on this. So they are not as washed out. So this is Del Chateau body. Boy, what happened to his black wig there? I can't put this one back. Or not facing And I did a poll on Instagram asking what people thought about the two heads, where they are so androgynous, but no one ever answered, and it's okay because I'm not very popular on Instagram or here on YouTube, and that's okay. I mean, I don't care. But sometimes a little input would be nice every once in a while, you know. Anyway. That's that. Actually, I think this is supposed to be in the front. I have no idea. Oh well. You get the idea. Currently boy. He's not really gonna see. The world is against me today. Okay, but you know what? Just sit here. I don't care. Look at this big mass of fur. I am a lion, hear me roar. Roar. Yeah. Yeah, this wig is like so big and fluffy. Before I ever tried it on a doll, it was pretty. But it really is ill-fitting. And here's the doll Chateau Matthew. I don't know. I don't know who they should be. Out of the characters I have. I really wish I could get an Aruga right now. Because that character is who I really, really want to show. The one I saw the Aruga sculpt, because I've been planning on using one of these as that character, but then I saw the Naruga and I'm just like, ooh, yeah, she'd be perfect. That is what this head looks like with long hair as a girl. And you see this, the Matthew, as a girl a lot. And I mean, it has like the Isabel sculpt Doll Chateau does, who is a girl and is exactly like Matthew, except for the fact that she has, an open mouth. It's his twin, the sculpt is. think it's just my couch that they don't want to sit on. Stupid. There that chick is. Or guy, whatever you turn out to be. Maybe you just won't even have a gender. I don't know. The way it's looking, no one is. Except for the ones on the shelf. And her. I mean, she's a girl. Oops. Everything's falling down on me. Everything. Everything. See, everything. And I've had this head on this body for a while to see what I think about it, and I don't know. I really just am having a very hard time bonding with these two heads. And whenever people, I'd see people talking about bonding with a doll, I never really understood it because it's a doll. I mean, how can you bond with something that's, it's not like my little Humphrey, who is, is a living, breathing creature. But now I totally get it, and I'm sorry. Because I'm having a hard time. But no one wants to buy the, I had them both up for sale at one point, and no bites. And then I had just the Matthew head up, and again, like I said, one was interested in it, and that's it. I don't know. What do you guys do when you guys are in a slump like this? I'm tired of messing with that wig. They're just both androgynous. I don't know who she'll be either, but she'll be easy to figure out. I just don't have a body for her because I like this head, and it's not like the other two, which I'm having trouble bonding with. I wish I had a soul doll body for her, but Sorka has that. So after Sorka is done, I will get her some kind of cheap body. I don't know. Maybe a mirror doll or a resin soul body, a single jointed one, because it's like really cute. Or maybe the double jointed one. Because once I get them painted, the characters are so diverse that they wouldn't be able to share bodies because that would look retarded. And that's also why, I don't want to attempt to paint them myself, because I've never done face-ups before, and stupid me has to go make complicated characters with complicated looks that I can't draw myself or paint myself. So yeah, when I realize this is just one big complaining ramble, and I'm sorry, but this is my dolly slump at the moment. Trying to figure out these two. And if anyone is interested in either head still, by all means, message me. You can find me on Instagram down below in the bio. I haven't had a lot of sleep here recently. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Suggestions would be nice, or not really suggestions. Well, suggestions too, on like what you guys do when you're in this kind of slump. But also just your opinion on, you know, which one you think looks good, better on which body, pretty much. And like I said, they're both very androgynous, especially without face up. And I've seen, I follow one girl on Instagram, and she has a pepper, and her pepper is gorgeous. But even seeing that pepper, I still cannot connect to this one. And I don't know if it's just because I can't see any of my characters as her, / him, or what. I don't know. I wanted a Dollies Ida, but they didn't have her on this new body, this body. So I settled for the pepper head. So if anyone has an Ida head they want for a pepper trade. Yeah. I like these eyes in her though. These are lemon jelly eyes. Lemon jelly eye shop. Yeah. These are actually the first pair of eyes I ever commissioned when he still had like the rough backs. Which that didn't bother me. But yeah, I like these eyes in her. I don't know if they'll stay depending on who she becomes. And I won't really know that until probably she gets a body. I might tweak her eyes too. Well, not me. Whoever I send her off to will tweak her eyes. Because I'm not really a fan of how it dips upwards. I don't know. I like dolls with big eyes. It's my thing. But funny story, when I was first looking at what sculpt from Soul Doll to get, because I knew I wanted the body for Sorka, I just had to decide on which head. This girl almost became Sorka because the face up they had on the promo pictures just kind of screamed Sorka at me for a while. But then my original Sorka just won out. Because no one can beat a doll in my treasure. That's probably my favorite sculpt ever. And I want another head. Another doll in my treasure head. Or a couple. I do. I really do. But I don't have like 50 plus bucks to spend on them right now. And especially since I'm trying to save up so I could send her off to Pint Size Palace or Swans or Sarah, whatever you know her as. Yeah. The head cap came off with it. This is a very little wig. And I have this head cap on this doll that I made because I was planning on doing a wig. But I could never figure out what color I wanted. So the cap is as far as I got. was trying to see what she would look like with longer hair. But I don't know if it'll fit on her. I did at one point. I think it won't because of this. I don't feel like taking it off. So you get to keep it. Because it's better than being bald, my dear. I'm not a big fan of green hair. On my dolls, personally. Other dolls can rock it, but I'm not a fan of it for my dolls' wigs. I don't even know where this is supposed to go from. I think this is the front. And again, with I can't put wigs on when they're not facing me because it goes in the face. This wig is just so poofy. It's like a lion's mane. It's so big. Hold her. No, they both have hair on. What you think? I don't know either. I'm utterly dumbfounded. And it aggravates me. It really, really aggravates me. I'm very aggravated at these two heads. Yeah. Everyone else has been easy, but these two heads just will not, because they were two different characters originally, and they fit fine as those two original characters. But then I finally realized what I wanted to do with my dolls, and that was make them part of Sorka's crew, and also have it to where they could fit into my circus line, which interweaves with Sorka's too. So every character that I make in the future and now will be able to fit in both Sorka's, which I'm going to call Anathema, and the circus line. So that is why they are no longer who I bought the sculpts for. And that is why Amberlyn will not be referred to as Amberlyn anymore, when in regards to the storyline and when she's with other characters and stuff. Which I think I'm going to get her a different wig, so it's not as confusing. Yeah. Eventually, after everything else that they need is, done. So yeah, no more Audra and Elliot. We have unnamed and unnamed. And yeah, I don't even know which head's gonna go on which body. Thinks it'd be much easier if I just had a body for you, wouldn't it, lovely? Yeah, it would. The eyes that came with her, they were totally, like, pointed inward, cross-eyed. Yeah. Such a pretty sculpt, especially if she was painted. I've seen her painted up. I don't know how I want her painted yet. I don't know which character she'll be. It really sucks that Soul Doll did their big discontinuation thing, and like they're changing how they buy stuff. Boop. On the Humphrey nose. Boop. Yeah, like Soul Doll was the first company I ever came across when I was first learning about and studying ball jointed dolls. And ever since I had wanted one, it's just kind of bittersweet that they're doing that. Because I discontinued a lot of sculpts that were really pretty and that I really, really wanted. Like Liddell. And the vampire one, I can't remember her name. It started with a K. And Betty. Betty was cute. And there was a few others. Did they discontinue the Vito dolls too, or can you still get those? Wow, you can like, you can totally see her magnet through the, like right here, inside her little hole of her neck. You can totally see where the magnet is. But she has really thin spots. Anyway, did they discontinue the Vitos? Hopefully not. Because they're like one of the few masculine MSD dolls, boy dolls. And I like masculine MSD boy dolls. Even though this is not very masculine, like traditional masculine. That's not the right thing to say either. You know, like buff, rugged, that kind of masculine. This is very skinny, that kind of masculine, which is fine. And it fit the character. And I really love this body too. Except it can't slouch. I like dolls that can slouch. Anyways, I am really rambling on and on and on about nothing, and I'm sorry. This is just a rambling, no wine and dollies, I guess. Plus, I'm really bored. My kids are asleep. And and I've dressed them up already, and I have no clothes to dress up him in. Him as in the body, because I don't know if the head will stick. I haven't tried this head on this body, but I really want this one to be a girl. So, plus it's different skin tone. Or not skin tone, resin tone. Normal and white, so that would not match at all. Plus these two, they look kind of too much alike. And they might end up being a couple, I don't know. Actually, they probably won't. Unless I shell one of them to be who I want the Naruga doll to be. And I don't have names for the characters yet, because I need to be able to see their faces even without the face-ups to get these names. So I'm just like, this one character who I want to be this one doll, and it's confusing as crap. I know, I'm sorry. And I could explain the characters, but I really don't like to do that until I actually have the character in hand, or the doll that oh my god, I can't talk. Then until I have the doll in hand that represents the character. Close enough. Yeah, guys, I really have not been sleeping well. Last night I didn't hardly sleep at all. It was very on and off. And my eye has been twitching all day from it. Lack of sleep. Oh, and if you did not watch my Juno body review, the magnets in my Trisha, one of them, well, two of them, totally came out. So I have to glue them back together. And it happened in my Doll in Mind what sculptor? Chloe. She was a Chloe sculpt too. That's who Issa is. Weird. But first I have to get more super glue. And then I'll glue them back. I wonder if a Miro doll body would work for a soul doll head. I think resin soul would be fine. Or a Bobobi. Those are the three cheap ones that I can think of. Because I already have this body and I don't really want to get another body just like it. I'd rather have a different body. You know. Variety. God. And I've been trying to be more active in showing off my little art dolls that I like to make. Because I'd like to one day maybe sell them to anyone who's interested. They're not the typically pretty, smooth art dolls you would think that immediately springs to mind. They're kind of more like the, like Google like Black Eyed Susie, Pretty, and those types of dolls. I love those types of dolls, like the primitive-y, folky type of art dolls. I don't know, there's just something very whimsical about them to me. And that is a huge inspiration. So, yeah. So I make like the weird, ugly, primitive-y, folky type of art dollies. And it's a different cup of tea for everyone. But hopefully, you know, they can like gain a following. And I can use those funds for dolly funds. Yeah, I keep playing with her head. But this is almost 40 minutes long, and I apologize for all the rambling. And my head is killing me. So I'm gonna go take some Tylenol. And I'm gonna sit down here on the couch and probably try to sleep. Because I need it. If I can. My boyfriend's away, so I'm not sleeping as well without him. True story. But yeah. Give me your opinions on these if you watch. I'd appreciate it. And here's one more of the Pretty Juno. Anyway, okay. Thank you for watching. If you have watched up until this point, you're awesome. I love you. Because you're awesome. Because you watched up until this point. I love my boyfriend. And my dogs. And my kids. in no specific order. And my dolls. Okay. I'm gonna shut up now. So goodbye, and I will see you some other time. And give me your opinions. Please. Seriously. I need some opinions. Or suggestions. And opinions. Okay. Bye.